Okay, so today we're going to be investigating matrices, and so I'm going to be showing you various things on your graphing calculator. So first of all, we need to define what an augmented matrix is. And so an augmented matrix is a matrix derived from a system of linear equations. Okay, it's a matrix derived from a system of linear equations. It's fairly easy. And so if you look there, I have a system of 3 equations. Okay, and what I'm going to do based on those 3 equations is I'm going to go ahead and write a matrix. And so if you remember, we briefly covered matrices last year. And so in this case, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm just going to take the coefficients of each of the variables. And so if I look in row 1, now when I say row 1, that's equation 1. What would be the coefficients of each of the variables?
What's coefficient again?
Coefficient? Oh my gosh. What is coefficient?
Number in front.
The number in front.
1.
Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and start with row 1. So,
That didn't work out.
there we go. No, that didn't work out very good, did it? Let's try to move this one. Let's see if I've got it here. I had it here. Evidently it's disappeared.
This wasn't very well prepared. I'm disappointed.
Evidently this wasn't. Okay, anyway, it was there. For some reason it is gone now. But this is what it's going to look like. We'll go ahead and write it. 1, -4, 3, and then 5. That's going to be row 1. What will row 2 look like?
-1.
-1.
3. -1. -3.
Okay.
2. -4. 6.
Why did I put the 0 in?
That's the y.
That's the y. So basically what we've done is we've done x, y, z, and then my equal to sign. Now how you symbolize that you have an equal to sign is you use a dashed line. Okay, and so really that would be what the augmented matrix would look like.
That's it?
That's it. That's the augmented matrix. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a lot of things that you can use here to solve those. And so if you notice here, here's the exact same matrix that you just wrote down. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you how you can enter this in on your graphing calculator. So if you notice, you need to go to matrix. Matrix is located the 4th button down on the left side. It's located, it's in blue, so you have to hit the 2nd feature. When you do that, you should have names, math, edit. Okay, you need to go to edit. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place this augmented matrix into matrix A. So I need you to go ahead and hit enter. Now we're going to make this a 3 by 4 because it's 3 rows, 4 columns. Now what you're going to do is enter in each of the values. Okay, enter in each of the values. And you can use the enter sign to move, otherwise you can use the left and right arrow key. Now when you get done with that,
How do you put the dot, the dashed line?
you don't put the dashed line in this one.
Okay.
When you get done with that, what's going to happen is we're going to have something look like this. Okay. Now, on my screen I totally can't see everything, but that is what you should get. Okay, now over here what you can't see is you can't see the 5, the -3, and the 6. But that is what your screen should look like. Everybody got that?
Holy poop, man. Oh.
Okay. Do we put enter or something?
Okay, nope, you're just done right now, and we're going to do some other things with this. I just wanted to make sure that we could enter this in. And so then now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and look at the next one. Okay, now how I'm going to do this. Now first of all I need you to quit. So get out of the screen. Now notice what this says. This says you go to matrix,
Where's the, I didn't get out of the screen.
2nd, and then the mode button right next to it. So I need you to go into matrix. Where does it say?
Math.
Names.
Or
I want you to go
name.
to names and A, and I want you to hit enter. Okay, it's going to bring up a thing on your screen that looks just like this. I need you to hit enter again. That way you can actually check your matrix now. It's got everything that you need there. And so, what you should end up getting is something that looks like this.
Wow.
Okay? So that is what the matrix looks like. So that's a quick check that you can make sure that you haven't missed a negative. I will tell you right now, most of the mistakes that get made on this test and quizzes and things like that are because people miss a negative. They put something in that shouldn't be negative. They put something in positive that shouldn't be. Okay, but that's what you should get. So then now what's going to happen is we're going to talk about, and don't erase anything yet on your calculator, we're going to talk about something known as reduced row echelon form. This is either pronounced echelon or echelon depending on who you talk to, but we're going to go with row echelon. And row echelon form, reduced row echelon form, every column has a leading 1 and has zeros in every position above and below its leading 1. So you're going to notice, where are the leading ones usually located?
In the corner.
In,
the middle.
on the, what would be that word that we could use to specify? You're right, kind of on the
left
corners.
top corner.
Okay, on the, let's think about that.
The extremities.
diagonal.
The diagonal, there we
Yeah,
go.
extremities.
So the leading ones are located on a diagonal. Now you're going to notice this one right here. This very last one is a 3 by 4. Okay, and this is going to look very familiar. This is still in reduced row echelon form. Now the neat thing about reduced row echelon form is it helps us solve equations. Now we can either do those by hand, which is what I used to do, or you can use the graphing calculator, which is what you're going to do. So I'll let you go ahead and get that down, and then we'll move into where we're using reduced row echelon form today.
Oh, we need to have these like written down. These matrices. Are these
I
just,
don't.
are these just examples of echelon forms? Or
Echelon?
are they like certain ones that we need to use?
You said we
We'll
could
see.
use either word.
Okay, so now, where you find reduced row echelon form is you're going to go to matrix again. You have names, math, and edit. We're going to go to math. You're going to notice if you scroll down in the math, you're going to find RREF, which is located where? At letter B.
Letter B.
Okay, so RREF, if you scroll all the way down, it's going to be at letter B. So I want you to go ahead and hit enter. Then your next step, go back into matrix, go back into names, and then A, and hit enter. Okay, and then press enter again. What's going to end up happening when you do that is you're going to get something that looks like this. Now, what exactly does that mean? Well, that's a good question.
Well, you asked it.
Let's see. If you remember, column 1 was X, column 2 was Y, column 3 was Z, then I had my equal to sign, right? So what this means, this is X. So this means that 1X equals 7. This one means that 1Y equals 2. This means that 1Z equals 2. So my solution to that system of 3 equations is 7, 2, 2. So that's how slick that worked. That system of 3 equations can be solved, and your X is 7, your Y is 2, your Z is 2. So pretty slick. What we're going to do is we're now going to look at a problem here. And I'm going to show you how reduced row echelon form really works well. So what I'm going to do is put this in an augmented matrix. So let's start. Augmented matrix. What would it be?
Should we put it into B?
1,
1,
negative 2,
-2,
3,
3,
9,
9,
negative 1,
-1,
3,
3,
0, negative 4,
0, -4,
2, negative 5,
2, -5, 5, 17. Now go ahead and put this in matrix A. Yeah, you could put this in matrix B, that's fine. I'm just going to put it in matrix A because I'm going to show you a little trick.
So we go to matrix A and then redo those.
Yep, just enter in all those values.
Jeez.
Now,
I didn't
when you
touch
enter
it.
this in matrix A, what I want you to do is quit, which if you didn't know where quit is, it's the second and then the mode button right next to it.
The second's more like kind of a curved on the bottom. And
The The second and the mode will get you out of there. So when you're done, you should have your screen that says RREFA. So then now, when you're back at that screen,
Wait, what do I
If
have to
I-
enter in?
what?
What do I have to enter in?
Second mode. Now, you're going to be back at your screen. It should say RREFA. If I want to solve this, I need to take the reduced row echelon form of A. That's what I need to do. Now, the nice thing is, since this is already in the last problem, all I can do is hit second and entry, and it pulls back reduced row echelon form, so I don't have to go through all those keystrokes to get there, and I can hit enter again. And when you hit enter again, you should get something that looks like this,
It's identical.
okay? And so, what it did is it pulled all your values in, and so can somebody tell me what X is?
One,
What's Y?
negative one,
What's Z?
2.
2. So there's your solution to that system of equations. See how slick that worked? I mean, the thing is, we took quite a
That's
bit
the
of time
first
just by
column.
going through the stuff, but what?
That's the first column.
Here's X, here's Y, here's Z, and here's your
One,
equals.
negative one, two.
Yeah.
One, negative one, two.
So, there you go.
1, negative 1, 2.
Were you just saying that your
One,
solution is
negative
basically
one, two.
just this?
No, on top.
Negative 1,
The first column.
Oh, that's just a chance. That's normally not the case. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the last one.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, golly.
Oh, jeepers.
That's a 4x4 matrix if I've ever laid my eyes on it.
I don't think so. Try again.
Whoa. It's
That's a
4 by
3.
5. 4
4
by
by
There we go.
5.
You're so dumb, Ross.
I screwed that up.
Okay, now this one, what you're gonna wanna do is, I know W comes before X, Y, and Z. Well, we're gonna treat W as coming after Z. So really, it should be 0, 1, 1, negative 2, negative 3. Then 1, 2, negative 1, 0, 2. Now, are you gonna need to write these out? No. Okay, you can probably just look at the problem in the book and type them in on your calculator. I'm just writing it out so people can follow along for those of you watching the video, or if you're trying to follow along.
It's 4 by 5.
Yes,
Oh, baby, I got it.
you got your solution?
Yeah,
You're quick.
I know. Use alpha B, and you can,
Alpha B.
where's B at? You know, you go like that, and then we can go here, just go down, just go B. Hot keys, I don't know,
That is hot.
hot keys,
Or hot.
I know.
4 cheeseburgers. That makes sense.
3 Ds to 16.
Okay, so what did you get?
The more Ds, the better.
So what do you do after you're
Negative
done
one.
typing it all?
The reduced row echelon form again? Hit the
Negative 1.
RREF?
Negative 1, 2, 1, 3.
Okay, so when you were all done, what you should have done is do the RREF again of A. And that's what's nice about always placing your matrix back in A, because then you don't have to go through all those keystrokes of reduced row echelon form. And that, and that is your solution.
I said I had an
Okay, if you got an error, that means you must have entered in
Well,
something
then I just
wrong.
put enter on again.
So.
So.
So anyway, there you go. So now what you need to do for today is your assignment is found on page 372. It's number 9 through 14, 26 through 29, and 32 through 35.